Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6.
Unlike LeBron James actually winning 6 NBA championships, Kenyan dominated this year in all the 6 World Marathon Majors. 2022 has been a year for Kenyan runners as they have swept the 6 marathon majors, secured 10 medals at the World Championships in Eugene, with 2 of them being gold. And once again, Eliud Kipchoge proves to everyone in the world why he has been the best marathon runner of this generation by dropping 30 seconds off his world record. Let's go over each one of these 6 major marathons, beginning with Tokyo and ending with New York City. Eliud Kipchoge lined up at the Tokyo 2022 Marathon in March. This was his first time competing at the Tokyo Marathon, but just a year before, he won the Olympic gold medal at the Tokyo Games. Adding Tokyo to his collection of World Marathon major wins, which already include 1 in Chicago, 4 in London, and 3 in Berlin. 9 World Marathon major wins, with Boston and New York the remaining 2 for him to complete the sweep. After winning the Tokyo Marathon in a new course record time of 2 hours, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, Kipchoge joins Wilson Kipsang as the only men to have won 4 different World Marathon major events since the series began in 2006. Amos Kipruto finished second behind Eliud in a time of 2 hours, 3 minutes and 13 seconds, and is someone you will see later in this video at the London Marathon. The 2022 Boston Marathon took place on April 18th as the 126th edition of the race. Coming off Heartbreak Hill, Chebet split 4:27, 4:26, and 4:26 from the downhill miles of 22 to 24. His 35k to 40k split was 13 minutes and 55 seconds, which would allow him to open a gap in front of Lawrence Cherono, the 2019 champion, and Benson Kipruto. Chebet would finish in the 3rd fastest winning time at Boston with a 2:06.51 performance. Cherono followed in 2:07.21, with Kipruto finishing 3rd in a time of 2:07.27. Moving on to the fastest course out of the 6 World Marathon Majors, Berlin would witness once again as Eliud Kipchoge made his way back to the course after his world record performance in 2018. Running at an average speed of 21 kilometers or 2 minutes and 52 seconds per kilometer, Kipchoge dropped 30 seconds off his previous world record, which was also set in Berlin. His average pace per 5 kilometers was clocked at an incredible 14 minutes and 21 seconds. By the halfway point, Eliud Kipchoge ran the fastest half marathon split by anyone who has gone on to complete the marathon distance by clocking 59 minutes and 51 seconds. We will see a gradual decrease in speed over the final half, but still fast enough to set a new world record. You guys believe that Eliud Kipchoge's 2 wins this year is the most impressive out of the 6 wins. Thanks for voting, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can leave your opinion in any future polls and see more running content like this one. With 6 men whose personal bests are under 2 hours and 4 minutes, the 2022 London Marathon will be the first to feature that many men with such quick times. Amos Kipruto, who was defeated by the one and only Eliud Kipchoge earlier in the year at the Tokyo Marathon, looked to get a victory under his belt and continue the Kenyan sweep. Through the first 20 miles, 7 men would stick together pacing around 2:04. Kenyan was the first one to drop on mile 21, but he would still go on to set a massive world record of 2 hours, 5 minutes and 53 seconds. In the 24th mile, Amos Kipruto would drop the hammer and no one could match his speed. Mile 25 was one for the history books. Kipruto injected even more speed and would run the fastest mile split at the time of 4 minutes and 21 seconds. This allowed him to claim the victory in a time of 2 hours, 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Kenya remains undefeated with 4 straight World Marathon major wins and 2 remain for the year. The Bank of America Chicago Marathon took place a week after London, as Ruth Chepngetich would run the 2nd fastest time ever by a woman. On the men's side, Benson Kipruto returned to Chicago after his personal best was set in the 2019 edition of the race. Kipruto, who came 2nd at the Boston Marathon earlier in the year to Chebet, would keep the sweep going for Kenya. A year after splitting an incredible split of 14 minutes and 6 seconds from 35k to 40k and going on to win the 2021 Boston Marathon, Kipruto will once again take off late in the race to gap the field. The 5K split in Chicago wasn't as crazy as the one he dropped in Boston, 14:06 compared to 14:43. However, it was enough for him to separate himself with the victory, claiming the victory in a new personal best of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 24 seconds. Kipruto will make it 5 for 5 when it comes to the World Marathon Majors for Team Kenya. In his last 3 marathons, Benson Kipruto has won Boston, finished 3rd at Boston, and now a winner of the Chicago Marathon. New York City closes out the year with unprecedented conditions. Warm and humid weather meant that all the runners taking part in the race would have to adjust their race strategies. Daniel Do Nascimento was a one-man show from mile 2 to mile 21. Earlier in the video, I mentioned how Amos Kipruto ran a 4:21 mile for his 25th mile, while Nascimento in just the second mile was split a blazing fast 4:20 mile, which would make it the fastest split in a marathon history. Chebet was pushing in the chase pack, but by the halfway point, he was 2 minutes behind the leader. This lead would slowly decrease as Nascimento would fall apart from the pace he went out in the first half. On mile 21, Chebet would take over the lead as Nascimento collapsed. His lead over Katada was just 12 seconds at 40K. However, Chebet held on to the lead and would collect his second World Marathon Major of 2022. The sweep is completed by Team Kenya, and Chebet becomes the 3rd man in this century to win Boston and New York in the same year. Kenyan runners sweep all 6 World Marathon Majors, with Kipchoge winning both Tokyo and Berlin, Chebet winning Boston and New York, Amos Kipruto winning London, and Benson Kipruto winning Chicago. Going into 2023, we might possibly see Kipchoge take on the Boston or New York City Marathon, or even both in the same year, as he wants to complete something no one else has ever done. Leave your prediction down below if he does end up running either race, whether those course records are in danger, and if you believe he can win both next year. Team Kenya dominated this year in the marathon event with impressive victories across the board, and I can't wait to see what they do next year. Comment down below if you believe Kenyan runners will dominate the 6 marathon majors in 2023. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one.